The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
We are back here on the Coaches Show, and it's brought to you by Rick's Barbecue, serving up the best smoked barbecue, ribs, and many local favorites on Warrior Drive, locally operated by Anne-Marie Brents and the Lanning family. It's time to talk some Eagleville baseball this morning. Brandon Bassham is being rightfully so picked on this morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys this morning? Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, absolutely. You've had a big week this week, not only getting things cranked up, but I heard that you made it to the state capitol to be honored this week. That's pretty cool.
We did. On Thursday, Representative Stevens had us up, and that was a neat deal. And we were there that morning and left about 6 o'clock, and national traffic was good to us that day, so we arrived on time and saw me a little breakfast on the way back at Cracker Barrel, and then went back to school and had a good day. So yeah, it's been a busy week for sure.
I can only imagine. But the accolades still keep a-coming, I guess, don't they?
They are. As I told the kids after Thursday, it's probably time to turn the page and focus on 2025. And so we'll see. I thought we did a good job on Monday and didn't do a very good job last night. But hopefully that's one we can learn from, and it makes us better down the road.
Well, the recognition is coming from, the back-to-back-to-back state titles. And, it's hard for me to believe that it was 3 years ago that Eagleville as a school had not had a state championship in 100 or so years, and then all of a sudden it happened. But all of that is just a testament to the kids that you've had come through your program, and things like that can kind of put your team on the map, I guess it's to say, but it's also a hard thing to keep carrying that tub of water, right?
It is. Sounds like you're in our post-game meeting last night. It's kind of what we talked about. It's it's hard to continue that success over and over and over. And I think the last three teams did an incredible job of being consistent, maintaining their composure, handling the pressure. Pressure's a privilege. We talk about that. And again, just last night, I thought for the first time maybe in a while, and really even going back to this week, we've had some distractions that aren't really typical of us. And so that's what we have to get better at, is taking care of our business on and off the field.
Well, let's talk a bit about this year's team. Do you bring back several? Kind of walk us through. I'm sure that there are some pieces that are still left behind from a state championship team.
There are. They're few. We've had 6 seniors the last 3 years, and last year's the only time that all 6 of those guys started. So we're basically replacing 6 starters and return 3. The 3 are Maddox Bolden will play in the middle infield. Brady Burns will play third and pitch some, and then Marshall Spann was our starting left fielder last year. So those 3 were kind of everyday guys. Brody Gleason pitched a lot, was in the lineup a lot. So we bring back 3, maybe 4 starters, and I looked out there, I think either Monday night or last night, I think basically the lineup was about 5 juniors and 5 seniors. So, we're not a young team. We're just kind of an inexperienced team, because all those guys that, graduated a year ago, a lot of those guys were 3-year starters. So when you talk about the McLemores, the Bakers, Nathan Brown, Jeff Coate, those guys were around forever. So those are big shoes to fill, and we have to find some way to do it.
And that can also bring a lot of pressure to those guys who are having to fill those roles. And there's a fine line between pushing yourself so hard that it feels like a mountain you can't climb.
Sure. I said, and I think it's also hard for juniors and seniors that haven't played to step right in and play, because some of those guys know they only have so many games left. So I said, that to me, it's a little easier to play when you're younger, not as much pressure. I said, those guys want to play right away. They want to play well. They want to hold their spot, that they want to keep going, the tradition we've had the last few years, and we know how difficult that is. So, trying to handle that all at one time is a difficult task, and we know no one's going to feel sorry for us. So we're going to go out and try to do the best thing we can do, and keep working hard. I just heard Coach Shea say it, you got to throw strikes, you got to put it in play and play defense. And unfortunately, last night we were probably 0 for 3. Now in the 3 preseason games, and Monday night against Central Magnet, I thought we were either 2 for 3 or 3 for 3. So just wasn't us last night. The first inning kind of, we got the first 2 guys out, a little liner to second and a strikeout. Then we went walk, and a 3-run homer. So, when those things start happening, it's going to be a tough night, and last night was.
Well, does that aggravate you as a coach more than anything? You get 2 outs and maybe even 2 strikes, and then the wheels can come
literally,
off.
on the third hitter, we had 2 strikes. And
Did you
walked.
really?
Yeah, we did, yes. Like I said, it is. It's and we always talk about that third out for some reason is always the toughest. In the third inning, we had 2 outs, and I'm pretty sure there was no one on, and they scored 8 runs. So like I said, that's, it's crazy how quick it can stand. That's what I tell my kids at the plate. Just find a way on, and for some reason, it seems to snowball. So, again, you just got to compete. We've done a great job in the preseason and played well Monday night. Again, hopefully last night was a lesson learned, and we can go forward from there.
Well, and there's something to also be said about being the hunted, and anybody who plays you, and if they beat Eagleville, it's like winning a World Series, but that's also a compliment to what has been built at Eagleville too. But
that's what I told the guys that last night. You're exactly right. I mean, we saw their best pitcher. I think he threw like 87, 88 pitches in a 5-inning complete game. So we're going to get that. And hopefully, again, that makes us better in the long run. But, yeah, when we pull up on the bus, I told the kids they're going to know who we are. And that goes back to the last 3 years.
Talk to me, Brandon, about your pitching here. Brandon Bassham with us, Eagleville baseball coach. Kind of walk us through what experience you have out there on the mound.
Maddox Bolden has thrown a lot of innings. He pitched on Monday along with Brody Gleason we talked about. Brady Burns has thrown some innings for us. He'll throw. Jacob Sweeney and Drake Reminensky are some younger arms that we were looking forward to. Marshall Spann and Colt Bassham are both seniors that have to throw for us some. Spencer Robbins will be in our rotation. I got a couple young guys that have some sore arms, and Sam Dodd and Carter Blair. Hopefully, we can get those back at some point. So, I think the depth's there. We just got to find the zone, be consistent. Bryson Edging's also a sophomore that I think is going to help us this year. So, again, the depth's there. Just got to find the zone and be more consistent.
That is to play as many games as you do in such a short amount of time, you've got to have plenty of arms, don't you?
Absolutely. So we threw 5 this week in 2 games. We got 4 next week. We go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, this week coming up. So I told them, I said, 5 guys through this week, and probably, 8, 9, 10 will throw this week. So, right now we're going to cut it off somewhere around the 60 range, maybe a little bit more this week. But we're not going to go any higher than that this early. Still 2 weeks from Monday till district play. So, we just got to get ourselves ready, and hopefully in the next few weeks we can start piecing the pieces of the puzzle will come together.
Yeah, you kind of have to phase that in, right? Because, live pitching, you can't just throw somebody out there and pitch to the max.
Absolutely. Like I said, and that's, of course, preseason's been tough, but it usually is. It rained a while, and I joked, I think I'd rather it snow, and then it did snow, then it rained some more. So, I think pitching right now for the most part is ahead of the hitters, and that's to be understood. But like I said, hopefully in these next couple of weeks we can catch up and be ready to go.
Well, that's one thing that you have had the past several years, Coach, is hitting really up and down your lineup. Kind of talk to us about what you hope to be able to put out there each night this season.
Well, I said the first 4 or 5 are guys that's played. Again, you talk about names of Spann and Bolden and Burns and Gleason. Then from there, Carson Knowles will be our catcher most days this year. Colt Bassham's played first this week. Again, Spencer Robbins is going to be looked on in some spot in the order probably. And again, there's just some others. Elijah Watkins is DH both games this week, a senior who had a nice double last night. So again, we just got to get the pieces together in the right spot. Some of those younger guys, are going to have to step up a little bit. And again, just we have some older guys, just not a lot of experience. And so again, our job as coaches is to get those right 9 in the right spot, and we'll start working on that on Monday.
Well, next week, are you playing any tournaments?
No, we're not. We don't play any tournaments. We have Summertown at home on Monday. I think we go to Laverne on Tuesday. Then we come back home Thursday and Friday with Cornersville and Community. So busy week. Like I said, no tournament, just trying to get in reps. And again, looks like the weather right now is going to cooperate, so we need to get out there and play. And again, trying to get this thing figured out.
How quick does district play start?
We play the 24th, so that's 2 weeks from Monday, I guess. We've opened with Fayetteville. So.
Okay, and is it home and away? Is that how you do?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, home and away. So Fayetteville, Moore County, and Huntland is our district right now. Just 4 teams. So. Sounds like a lot of those teams are a lot better, so we've got to be ready to go.
That's what I was going to ask about. From one year to the next, it's not always going to be the same. So do you feel like maybe the district is all better top to bottom?
Well, Fayetteville really came on at the end of the year last year, finished 4th in the season, and then ended up being the district runner-up and advancing to the region. And they have a lot of those guys back. They didn't have, but I think, a couple seniors. Moore County had a couple guys out last year that were hurt, and then they're back. Some left-handed pitching, so they're going to be better. Huntland was a younger team, so again, I think they're going to be better. So we got to get ourselves ready to go. I think we'll be a challenging district.
Well, John always, when we're coming out to do a game or whatnot, we always call it, like the Field of Dreams. You drive down 99, and but gosh, Eagleville is just growing so fast right now. But it's a beautiful facility that you've got. It takes a lot of upkeep. I know a lot of parents, a lot of hard work in that, isn't it?
It is. Listen, our coaching staff, Coach Williamson, Coach Mabry, do a great job with the field to make it look nice and the way it is. Like I said, used to, when you pulled in, it was kind of the first thing you saw. But now we've kind of expanded. There's some houses and businesses there, and so Eagleville continues to grow. But it is a great place, a great community. We talked about that Thursday morning and went to the Capitol, how neat it is, and just a unique K-12 experience, and we're happy to be there.
Yeah, it is the most unique here in the county for sure. And if you could just get the mayor to slow down the growth there a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was on his schedule, but obviously growth is not one of them. No, we appreciate Coach Lehman and everything he does for us. And like I said, I have no idea how he runs the schedule he does. It really is incredible.
It's a great community. You've been other places. You've been at Eagleville long enough to know that. I mean, it's just a unique place with great camaraderie and coaches, and everybody just really seems to understand that it's a pretty special place to be.
It is. And I think that's why a lot of people that get there stay, and a lot of people want to be there. So
yeah.
It is. It's a blessing, and we don't take that for granted.
Mr. Pettigo keeps us updated. He's almost like not only your principal but also your sports information director, because he's always tweeting out scores and things like that, and it goes a long way to help us for sure. So we appreciate him and all that goes on out there. Brandon, we are going to look forward to seeing you here soon, maybe at the old ballpark, and wish you much success this season as it goes along, and hope to maybe see you playing late into May.
Oh, that's always the goal, and it's never easy. And I said we'll go back to work tomorrow afternoon with some BP and get back at it, and with a busy week of baseball this week. And appreciate what you guys do, and look forward to having you anytime you guys want to come out. We enjoy having you out at Eagleville.
Awesome, sounds good. That is Brandon Bassham joining us talking Eagleville baseball this morning on the Coach's Show, brought to you by the law offices of John Day, providing superior legal representation to injury victims and their families. Find out more at johndaylegal.com.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1310